Hey, what's up everybody? Frank Valkyria, welcome to the channel for another reaction. So yesterday we did RBD. You're very adamant that you want to see more videos, in particular the one that we're just gonna go right now. So let's go check it out. And also please don't forget you can subscribe to this page if you want. It's free. You can always undo it later. And also you can go listen to Tim Man and Sparrow, my band, on Spotify for free. I would truly appreciate that. That out of the way. Let's go. What am I supposed to? Am I searching this? Am I searching that? Yes, that's what I want.
Rio de Janeiro! Tenemos una sorpresa!
Tenemos una sorpresa. I understand that. That I understand.
Este es nuestro nuevo sencillo y se llama Ser o Parecer.
We're gonna play our new single or something like that. Essere or appear, to be or to appear, something like that.
Ser o parecer, tú te imaginas, no me puede hacer la dueña de tu vida. No me miras, baby. Yo intenté por levantar la voz, por despertar el interés vacío. Que te haga mío, baby. Sé que tal vez ese día nunca me suceda. Pero tú en mis sueños siempre has de estar como una luz que me ilumina y al despertar quiero volverlo a intentar. Yo sé que el corazón late más fuerte, más que un motor, pero que no sabes nada de mí.
Okay, we found out the guys are also part of the band here. I read some comments yesterday, and they were part of a TV show or a telenovelas or something like that. So they still sound very popish to me. That doesn't takes away the fact that, you know, like I was suspecting, she's probably the belter of the group, if I remember correctly. Good voice, but still very commercial stuff, you know, like seems like the stuff that it's well produced at the table, you know. Yeah.
Cuando lo logré y me acerqué a ti, me congelé, los nervios me mataban. No dije nada, baby. Otro día que me convencí de hablar, te vi pasar con otra muy contento. No era el momento, baby.
Oh, there was a cute growl somewhere, like like somewhere in the voice, just right there. Very nice. And also, oh man, yesterday I was reading the comment, and I think one person was disgusted. Such a silly reply, because I made a comment on the under boob, you know, like. And thank God I made a disclaimer that, you know, when I play the thirsty guy, when I get into the character, some people are just out to be offended, and just, you know, just don't get out of the house. Seriously, you know? Just don't go around trolling people. Okay?
Estoy loca, tan enamorada. Pero tú en mis sueños siempre has de estar como una luz que me ilumina y al despertar quiero volverlo a intentar. Yo sé que el corazón late más fuerte, más que un motor, aunque no sabes nada de mí. Ya traté de alcanzar amor. Verte pasar sin hablar es un cruel sufrimiento. Desaparece de pronto cuando te pienso. Volando a mi lado, colgados de un sentimiento. No importan los días que pasen, como era en el intento.
Oh, who's doing Dire voice? She's doing Dire voice. That was pretty cool. Nice, nice together to do voices together. Again, I'm listening to this. They're performing live. It's all good. They're doing a solid pop performance. So in that respect, I don't expect nothing more from this. You know what I mean? This is also seems the type of music that was popular at the time, still riding the wave of the late 80s from the Spice Girls and all the boy bands of that time. So there is still that infusion of sort of popish sound of that era, early 2000. So I don't expect nothing more, seriously. I mean, it's fine. Probably it's also for a very young audience, this stuff, and they're enjoying it. It's danceable. It's probably also romantic, simple in the way to be understood in terms of lyrics. It's fine. It's a good time. All right, I don't have to bash this,
Volverlo a intentar. Pero que en tus sueños siempre has de estar como una luz que me ilumina y al despertar. Quiero volverlo a intentar.
I mean, I can live without this for sure, but then I also come from a different background in terms of growing up with certain type of music. But also, I really like, I'm not super attracted, nor I was at 20 or 18, nor I am now, to this type of kind of more superficial type of sound. But again, doesn't take anything away from the talent of the performance, the singers, the musicians, the composers, everybody involved, which they're doing a professional job. So yes, yes.
Sé que el corazón late más fuerte, más que un motor. Lo que no sabes nada de mí. Trataré de alcanzar amor.
Siempre has de estar
Volverlo a intentar.
The boys, they seem to be there. I don't know what they do, or if in other songs, probably they're a good singer too. I get the vibe a little bit like they do now in South Korea for the past 10 years or so, where they organize really those complex groups of boys or girls, which they have to train tirelessly to get the dance performance right and all type of voices. So I see a lot of that effort, a lot of that kind of really polishing the pop format to the best of their potential, where you package everything. You package the youth, you package the androgynous beauty, you package the beauty of the girls or the boys, and then the dancing that has to be on par, and then the singing, like really polishing all those aspects, because you have to try to sort of like literally give a spell, cast a spell among the audience from like 80-year-old to 25 or so. Of course, there's going to be always somebody, I'm 40, I listen to BTS. Fine. I listen to BTS too. It's good. It's okay. Not everything, some songs. But in general, that's the market. That's the market. Did I make enough movements? Huh? Let's go.
Sé que el corazón late más fuerte, más que un motor. Y aunque no sabes nada de mí, trataré de alcanzar amor. Ser o parecer quien te imaginas ser, o parecer quien te imaginas ser, parecer quien te imaginas ser.
All right. Guys, you also asked for Io no soy Santa. All right, let's go directly with Santa no soy. Let's go.
No soy mujer de las que creen que entienden lo que es sentirse bien o mal. Nunca tendré las palabras que te digan cosas sin lastimarte. Sé que no es fácil hacer lo que quieres sin importarme. Puedes ser parte de mí. Déjame ir o será muy tarde.
I mean, here we get a little bit more guitar. There's a little bit of distortion on the guitar with those synths that also sort of seem to mimic a little bit like trombone trumpets. A little bit of brass section gives that little extra push to the heaviness of the song. It reminds me a little bit of some kind of more, let's say, edgy Britney Spears type of sonority, type of sound, which probably that's what they were going for. I don't think this is a recent song. I think this is still probably early 2000 sound. I could be wrong, but
No soy mujer de las que ven y juzgan todo tan solo con mirar. No soy igual que las demás que quieren las cosas que no les puedes dar. Ven y ayúdame a sentir que no necesito ya de nadie más y así no me mate la verdad. Pues no soy igual, pero santa nunca fui. No te pido perdón, pues sé que fue tu error.
definitely not a good like the in my opinion the range where they're singing now, which is like I think it's a little bit lower for them, I guess, feels a little draggy because it's almost spoken. I think the melody of their voice doesn't come out very well, but that's also okay. I mean, you know, it's also fine. I'm not disturbed by that. I was just noticing it. Seems like, you know, they're pushing a little bit on the lower side of their voice. Not here. I mean, those girls, they have to dance, they have to show themselves, they have to sing. I mean, it's also understandable, god damn it. Yeah. Yeah, they always, in this way, because the music industry is the way it was, the way it is, you know, like always. I don't know what comes first or what kind of compromises those artists have to come to. Obviously, you see that the majority of female act usually either willingly, either with their own, of course, also with their own approval, but there is always a good emphasis also on the looks, of course, and I guess it's fine, you know, like it's totally fine, but it had something because visually had something. It's just a fact. It's undeniable. But at the same time, you know, like if you just, for instance, I'm just not bothered by the show and I'm listening to this, it does still fall, like I said before, in a category of stuff that it's kind of frivolous. I mean, don't get me wrong, with all the right to exist and so on and so forth, and to be enjoyed, especially when you like to have a little bit more frivolous fun, fun that it's not required to go too deep into listening to lyrics or emotion. And like the nature of pop music is that you can just hook on a phrase, that phrase for you means something, and you just ride along, you know. So in that way, cool, totally fine. We're cool. You see, like it's like what I just said, and then, you know, like because of the rhythm, because of the nature of the song, because the chorus is catchy, you know, you're like, okay, fine, let's go, let's dance along. Yes, hamami, kurami, todomi, yes. What did I just say? Oh, you see, like that was planned. This like sort of like Middle Eastern scale solo with a little bit of Arabic dance sort of movement, belly dancing. We know where you're going. We do not want saints. Huh? We do not want saints in this house. Okay? Totally fine. Welcome. She has a nice scream also there. Like I think she could do a nice sort of a rockish pop band for sure. Nice. All right, belting it out, screaming, yes, nice. You know, they do the backing vocalist basically, like yesterday, and she does the nice solo type of thing, you know, with this last part, just giving that final push. It's always pleasing when you hear somebody going their upper range, you know. We like it. We like it. All right, guys. I mean, honestly, I understand that probably this is music for a lot of people. There is also an attachment from 10, 15 years ago when you were younger, so that there is that kind of emotional attachment to it. So I totally get it. For me, that I just come from the outside for the first time into this music, it sounds like as good as, like, you know, the Spice Girls or those bands of the time that they were doing that type of music, like Britney Spears. So in that way, all good. Not surprised. Not falling in love either. I mean, for the music, but that's all right. You know, if you want to listen to a good time sometime and this pops up on the radio and you're dancing or you're reminiscing about the time that you were like 12 and you enjoyed this, great, fine. And also, thank you for the suggestion. I'll see you later in another video. Go subscribe, it's free. Promise. I'm not gonna send like an invoice after 30 days.